Antonio, thank you for taking some time. I mean, we brought something from your office. We want to make you feel at home, talk some tactics, and maybe you can give us a masterclass on how you play in your team.
I use this supputio, no? And to study, and then sometimes to explain some tactical situation to my players. Yeah, and I'm at home with this. And this is the system, our system of formation that we are using in Tottenham. I think when a coach, a manager arrive in a new club, I think is you have to pay great attention, no? And try to exploit the characteristic of your players, and then to adapt your idea of football. I always thought when I saw, no, in the past Tottenham with the three players in front, that the good system was to exploit the strikers, because I think the strikers are really important players for us.
I mean, obviously, everything you focus on kind of the attacking players there, but it feels like when I watch Tottenham, often these guys like to have space to counter-attack. So often they're working from, you know, they love to run into these spaces. Harry comes into there, Son goes there, and then these guys almost end up really high getting the crosses, and then you end up seeing Son and Kane, Kulusevski are always in the box.
Yeah, I think that a good team has to be good to recognize different phases during the game, because if you find your opponent that they defend very deep, you have to be good, no? In this case, you have to stay with all the players, and also to bring one of these two players to attack, no? And then to prepare with the other four players for the counter attack. At the same time, and when you are defending, no, in your half pitch, and then you have to be good, no, to be good to be narrow defensively, and then to exploit, no, for the space for the counter attack. I think a good team, a team that wants to try to be competitive, to win something important, the players has to be good offensively. They have to be good defensively, and to find the right balance in both situations.
Is there a distance between the back three and the front three? You know, that you want, or you don't want the team too open, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think that the best for a team to stay in 30-35 minutes.
Front to back.
Yeah, from for example, Harry and Eric Dyer. If you are in the half pitch of your opponent, or if you stay, you are deep, you are defending here because there is a cross, and then our striker has to stay in 30-35 meters, and I think this is very important. Don't create the space, and you have to be a team in every moment, defensively or when you are attacking.
And often when I watch them play, even if you get here, you have players that, you know, Romero is fantastic with the long ball, that if that ball there seems to find Kane or Son, and then the team transitions incredibly quick.
Yeah, for characteristic of the players, and we have players not very good when they find a lot of space in front of us. And we have players like Sonny, Deki, but the same also Lucas Moura, and now also Ricci. They are very good if they have a space to attack. But at the same time, you know very well that important team has to be very good to stay in the half pitch of the opponent, no? And then to find the right space. And we are working a lot to try to improve this situation, because when you don't find a lot of space, and we need to improve. In this season, we are trying also to implement different solution than last season, because I have a work of 7 months now with these players, and for this reason we are trying to make rotation and to move players in a different position, but at the same time the most important thing is to occupy that space.
These, I mean, it feels like everybody talks about, you know, Kane, Son and Kulusevski, but you played here, I played here. This feels like these two guys are the balance of of their protection. You know, people talk about assists and goals from midfield players, but it feels like these guys there are there to protect the back three. And then it feels like maybe this year, will they maybe sometimes come in the box a bit more or maybe play a more decisive pass?
Yeah, these two players, they need to have two important characteristics: a good engine, to have a good stamina, and because they are involved in both situations, defensively, offensively, and but at the same time, if there is the opportunity to bring one of these two players into, because they feel they feel the opportunity to score a goal or to make an assist, they can go.
How important are these? I mean, everybody talks about kind of your shape. The wingbacks, you know, what was that? Did you have that from as a player as well? Because I remember we at Bayern Munich, we played the Champions League final in Milan against Valencia, and we played the same.
Yeah, the wingback is really important. If you play three at the back, these players are very important, because it's not good if they are too defensive. Because in this position you need to have quality. I like to have players that in the past was winger, because in this way they are good also in 1v1. Yeah. I remember very well when I arrived in Chelsea that I started to play with the 4-2-3-1, but when we lost against Arsenal, I decided to change. And then I discovered Moses, that played a fantastic way in that position, but it's the same for Ivan Perisic. Perisic was a winger. And my first season in Inter Milan, he wasn't so convinced about this role.
Oh, no, he didn't want it.
No, not 100%.
But didn't feel it.
Yeah. And in the first season, and Ivan struggled a bit. And now I think he's one of the best player in this role.
I mean, obviously, this is probably what it would look like when you play some other, let's say, top six. You got a great result against, you drew with Liverpool towards the end of the season, beat Manchester City 3-2. And often they're so dominant on the ball, aren't they? 60% plus possession. You guys sometimes end up there, but it looks like you're very comfortable defending that space and then hitting on the counter-attack. Is that something you focus on when you play, say, at Manchester City or Liverpool?
Yeah, I think that in every game it's important to have a plan. It's very important to try to keep your characteristic, and to exploit your characteristic. But at the same time, it's important also to have respect for your opponent. Against Liverpool, against the City, and if you go to press high, and they are very good, and Liverpool. They are very good to have three players in this position and then to attack the space, and they are really good. And it is the same also with the Manchester City. Manchester City, they are really good with the ball. And in my opinion, you have to try to exploit the weaknesses and defensively.
I just wish I could be a player in your teams, because I think I would.
The organization has to exalt the talent.
Yeah.
This is very, very important, because and if you have talented players, you need to put these players in the best position. If there is organization behind, you have a lot of possibility to become a winner.